game, win your life, have no shame. There's no
Well, well, well. Hello, Teresa. Miss
Hello,
Thang.
Hillary. How are you?
I am good. I am Hillary, all the way here in Ontario, Canada.
And I'm Teresa in the beautiful island of Barbados. Good night,
Barbados.
everyone.
So, tonight, faking it. We had problems with this whole title because we didn't really want to come off as being sexist or blaming, right? But we want to inform. So we call it faking it and generalized it where we can
Mhm.
put it onto two different platforms. We're going to look at it from a relationship point of view, and then we're going to also look at it like an intimate point of view. And this is both sexes, multiple sexes. Now, but before that, I'm gonna tell you this, okay? So I believe, I always say fake it till you make it, right? And that's a motivational thing
Mhm.
where you can use that as a motivation to get to where you want to be.
Yeah.
However,
Mhm.
I don't like the fake
I'm
peoples.
listening.
I can't do with fake people. Like, the ones that they're rude and hurtful, they pretend to be your friend and they don't listen to anything you're saying. They pretend they listen to what you say. They always want to please other people. And at the end of the day, they have a lot of cliches and they're never there when you really need them. But they're always there when they want something. Fake people. So we do not deal with fake. We keep it raw and real
Mhm.
here on Hot Tea with Pleasures every Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We right now we are on YouTube, but we are trying to get that platform up, girl, so we can get to other people
Yes, we are.
because we need, YouTube had that thing where you need 100 subscribers before you can actually get your name tag on to your ULR, and we have a lot of viewers. We have to 75K, but they don't subscribe. They anonymously watch the show, which we appreciate anyways, because we're more about getting that information out there. We just want to be able to share our information on a bigger platform and to do more things so we can
Mhm.
make it more exciting for you. And
And a
so having that,
suggestion.
yeah, having under 100 kind of limits us to what we can do and
Mhm.
how we can really move. So when you see that 10-minute Zoom is because we don't really want to
We
invest
need
in
more
Zoom because we want to,
subscribers.
yeah, we want to do something else. And we're just here temporarily in Zoom until we can get it going where we want to. Anyhow,
Mhm.
tonight, and the disclaimer is we always read different articles and stuff. We'll drop them inside the um, the description on the page on our YouTube channel. However, we are experts in this area because we have been in relationships, and we are we are of a sex. So we're gonna keep it raw, real. We're gonna read some little information, some feedback, and we're gonna give our feedback the way we know how to do it, lubricated, baby. Okay, let's get started, Teresa. Now,
Mhm.
we're gonna the first part we're gonna talk about relationships, and then we're gonna go on to the second part and talk about intimacy. And I know a lot of fellas out there are watching the show and ready to go. Yeah, why is she always faking it? And why you gotta fake it? Why don't you just tell us? You don't want to hear. But I want you to come to the same conclusion. Teresa's always saying it on here all the time, and hold on. Teresa's always saying it on here all the time about the C word. And I want to see if you
Communicate.
guys, yep, I want to see if they get to that and they realize how much you need to do that first so that that uncomfortable question doesn't come up. How was it for you?
Mhm.
Okay, let's get started with the relationship. Fake relationships, Teresa.
Yes, we did our research and we have some stuff here. So it's like, how do you define your relationship? So how do you define your relationship? If you're on the outside looking in, a fake relationship looks like any other happy couple in love. But if you're on the inside, something just isn't right.
Mm-hmm.
When you're in a fake relationship, you're able to feel it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's not the right way, but eventually you start to sense the telltale signs that your partner isn't as invested in your relationship as you thought. So, how will you know what fake love feels like? That's the question. How would you know what fake love feels like? We all we all have a sense of how we want to feel, how we want to be touched. And Hillary always talk about a love language.
Mm-hmm.
Each
I
of us
believe in
have our
that
own love
1,000,000%.
language,
Mm-hmm.
time, touch, and stuff like that. So you always know, you always know how you want to feel. So fake love is like a whole true love, how it should be.
Yes.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So instead of romantic gestures and whispers in the air, your relationship will feel kind of shallow, a more surface level.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? When they say for surface level, it's like nothing is getting too deep. The conversations, the thing, and sometimes you forget what you're talking about. So it's like, oh, I just lost my train of thought. It's
Yep.
not dementia setting in. It's because there's no life, there's no purpose, and nothing that you're doing. So
Mm-hmm.
everything is like what we say haphazard. Everything is like haphazard,
Mm-hmm.
and no one takes the
Don't
time
get
out.
don't get boring relationship mixed up with fake relationship. That's totally different. That has to do with
Mm-mm-mm.
an issue. But we're talking about.
You went mute, Hillary. We
Oh,
can't
did
hear
I?
you.
Sorry. Is
Okay.
that am I
So
back? Okay, there we go.
yeah, you're
Yes.
back. Yes.
Yeah. So we're talking
So what?
about the
Mhm.
the nuts and grins and curls, and before it gets into the deep relationship, how do you know that honeymoon phase is real?
Yeah,
Mhm.
because of the honeymoon phase, it's all about impressing each other.
Mhm.
So after that couple of weeks, month, how long does the honeymoon last? A month, 6 weeks, or
2
not so
days.
long?
No, I'm joking.
Days. Come on, not days,
It's
man.
usually the first year. It's usually the
No,
first year. Yeah. Some people
first
end it a little bit
year.
earlier,
I
but
give you
yeah, some people end it a little
honeymoon
bit
as in
earlier.
going away, leaving the family, going away and
Mhm.
enjoying yourself.
It's like a vacation, right? You go on a vacation and you're having a great
3, 4
time, and
weeks.
you're so romantic, and
You,
he's
but
walking
you're
and
talking
you're
about a year. What, 3, 4 weeks?
girl, I don't know what you're talking about, but usually it's the first Teresa. Usually it's within the first year. And it
Oh, the
depends.
first year and getting to know each other more deeply and stuff
Exactly.
like that.
Exactly.
But when they
Yeah.
said honeymoon, think about, after the wedding, bye, see ya, and you fly away. It's about, 3 weeks or 2, 3 weeks. Anyhow,
Girl.
how can you tell true love versus fake love? You have something to say, Hillary?
No, I'm just listening to you.
Oh, huh?
I'm just
Do you
listening to
have
you.
something to say, Hillary? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How can you tell true love versus fake love? No. True love will make you feel good. It will leave you feeling good. Fake love? It won't. You'll be doubtful. You'll be questioning yourself. You'll be upset. And you'll be saying, I should have done that. You may enjoy it in that moment. And then afterwards, it's like, oh, something didn't feel right. So
So
anything
basically,
in
so you're
doubt,
wait 1 second. So you're saying, I just want to clarify. So you're saying that deeply in love is satisfy, respect, and happiness, and the fake love is insecure, unhappy, lonely, and you feel like you're walking on eggshells. Is that what you're telling? Ah,
basically, yep, yep, yep.
okay. Mm-hmm.
Mm, so we have some signs here that we did some research on. So we're gonna introduce you to the signs of fake relationships.
Mm-hmm.
So they're comfortable, not in love. Explain that one for us, Hillary.
Well,
Comfortable but not in love.
because you feel like you're alone all the time. You
Mm.
know, it feels like your partner is as a plus is like a plus one. You ever had a
Like a
plus
what
one?
line?
You ever had a plus one at a wedding where it's like you're going to a
Oh.
wedding, you're going to a wedding, and you have to take some person with you, and you bring
Mm-hmm.
him or her
Mm-hmm.
because you don't want to go by yourself. But if
Whoops.
there's if there's another snack on the table,
If there's another snack on the table. You take
that's how
that.
you know, right?
You
Because
take that snack.
the eyes start looking at the other meals. You get what I'm saying?
All
Right.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Don't
And what
don't shoot the
about
messenger.
lack of emotional intimacy?
Oh, that one is like you should know that from get because when you start sharing your vulnerability and which is your soft side for
Mm-hmm.
and that is not recepted or respected, or used against you. For example, let's say you had a trauma or something happened to you, and in a conversation or or argument per se, the person brings that up and throw it in there. Yeah. So without that, your relationship will never progress to anything more than profound friends with benefits. Because,
Friends with benefits.
yeah, he know nothing about you or she know nothing about you.
Friends with benefits.
Mm-hmm.
The next one was the relationship feels shallow.
Mm.
One way to tell if the person is real or fake is how they treat you in the relationship.
Teach people how to treat you.
Mm-hmm. Does your
Maya
partner
Angelou.
show that they value your time and company?
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Do you know anything personal about each other?
And that's one thing.
Besides the name?
Well, this is the part with the honeymoon phase, and I talked about before about Steve Harvey's book. I read it. I was curious. I watched the movie and everything, and I agree with a lot of things in there. Some things I was like, touche.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, if you um if you respect a person enough to have those kind of conversations and deep dive into the relationship, you can literally, you can literally tell whether or not you're accommodating your partner or not. You don't need all that. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
if you really truly listen to your partner, find out what they like, not what they want you to like. Find out what makes them by asking questions and again, here comes the C word, communication, and having that and presenting yourself in the beginning, not the end. It's like you come into a relationship with a friend that's not your significant other or person you're interested in intimately. You tell them, about yourself. You introduce yourself. You tell them about yourself. You tell them a little bit about your history, what you like, what you don't like. If you didn't like something or they did something, you were quick to say, don't do that to me. But as soon as you put the title of boyfriend or girlfriend or, you know, other on there, all of a sudden your mouth goes,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then when the relationship progresses and now you're saying, okay, I see a potential in here. Let's continue. And you go, oh, by the way, I don't like this. And it's over a year of you allowing it.
Eyebrows raised.
There you go.
Questions are being asked.
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
You
Why are you
never you
changing?
never said anything before. What's happening
Mm-hmm.
now?
Mm-hmm. So that's where it comes in with,
Mm-hmm.
you know, having that connection and changing the accommodation for your partner. So you got
Okay.
to tell people how you want to be treated and you got to show them who you are and tell them what you're looking for and be honest. If you do not want a
Yes.
relationship, say you don't want a relationship, I want a sexationship. That's my new word, sexationship.
Relationship.
Yeah, or I want a situationship, but I do not want a relationship. Have that be honest. And I think a lot of people are not
Hmm.
honest with what they really want out of a relationship. Go on.
Okay. You are the person always initiating things. Now, this one will get me going.
Uh-oh.
This one will get me
I don't
going.
even have any tea right now.
Have you ever received a fake love text message? For example, does your partner send you a romantic things via text, sorry, text,
Mm-hmm.
TXT,
Mm-hmm.
and then act like a completely different person when you're together? Has that ever happened?
How about my partner send me a romantic text and then when we're
A
together?
romantic text,
Mm-hmm.
and then when the two of you all link up,
Mm-hmm.
it's like, is this the same person that just sent me this text?
No, I
It's
didn't
like
have that.
you're reacting to the text, because if you're getting all these sweet notes, love notes,
No, I don't
and
have.
throughout the
I don't have
day,
that
and then
problem.
huh,
I never had that
and then
problem.
and then the evening when y'all
Yeah.
link up, it's like, hey, how you doing? Right, wait,
Oh, they acting like your friend.
all this,
Wait, hold
that,
on. Oh,
all
oh, so you're
along.
trying to say they text you all romantically, and
They,
then when
they, they
you hook
text
up,
you all
you're now
romantically,
like a
send
guy,
you
like a
your
guy friend.
emojis, whatever the
What's up,
case
dude?
is. But yet still, when they're in person,
Mm.
everything clamp up. And it's like,
So they don't want to
hey,
be
what you doing?
vulnerable in
I,
front of
I
you.
giving you a knock
Well,
and
you know
and
what?
tapping you.
But hold on, you
Uh-uh.
can't really judge that 100%. I'm gonna be a
Come
devil.
on.
Devil. I'm gonna be.
That's a
Wait,
wind
hold
up
on, hold
headache.
on,
That's a wind up. Come
hold
on.
on,
Uh-uh.
hold on. I'm going to be devil's advocate. And remember, hold on, hold on.
Oh, then go
Some
on.
people are shy. Some people are scared to show their vulnerability, and some people are they're still working on themselves. And
You're
so
shy
they
after
might be
texting me
able
this
to
all
say,
day.
hold on, they might be able to, it's just like, just think of a text as a love letter. They're able to express themselves through writing, but then when they get in front of
Uh-huh.
you, they're so taken by you, or shy, or not being able to express themselves emotionally. So
Okay.
I'm just saying it could be.
I'm just listening. I'm just
It could be.
oh God. Go
or,
on.
or it could be what she said. Okay, go on.
Oh
I'm
my
having too much fun with
goodness.
this.
I can't believe it. One of the biggest signs of a fake relationship is the one side affection. If I'm all excited about seeing you
Hmm.
and messaging you throughout the
I'm listening
day,
to a story. Uh
when
huh.
you get to me now, you're gonna be telling me,
Yeah.
hi, how you doing? Go on.
Oh no, you didn't. Oh no, you didn't.
Oh, Hillary.
Mm-mm. She impersonated people.
So if
Okay.
you're always the one initiating
I'm gonna leave that
conversation,
alone. That sounds like a whole story.
but this is what I'm reading. If you're always the
That's
one
what you're reading.
initiating conversation and making dates and
Anytime you
reaching
see
out
I
via
hit a
text,
nerve, right? Teresa just keeps
you're
talking.
you're probably in a fake relationship.
Yep. Hmm.
This is what I'm reading. These people are no, this site is called marriage.com. So who am I? I'm not married. So who am I to say such?
Don't. I gotta stop.
Okay.
I
Move,
gotta do. Maybe you heard me start crying, girl.
moving on. Hillary talking about being shy after you meet after texting me all day. On
It could happen. Not
relationship.
every listen. Not every single person is. Oh, we got problems. Oh, we froze for a minute there. Are we back?
I'm good my end.
Let's see.
You got it?
Okay, yeah, we're good now. Okay.
Okay, good. This is why we need our own platform,
I
people.
know. I can't
On
wait.
Even
Anyways,
if you have to take your friend's phone, go onto YouTube and click that button, like and subscribe.
yes,
Do
please.
that. Let us get
Let's take us
those
out of this
numbers up.
box.
Let's get the numbers up. So
Oh, I'm just listen. I just have to always put the narrative out there because some people are shy people or some people don't know how to express themselves emotionally. So we don't want to punish people that do not know how to do that yet.
no, it's not punishing.
That's all I'm
It's not
saying.
punishing.
Don't
You're
get sued,
stepping out
Teresa. Don't
of
get
your
sued. Don't get
box.
sued.
You're
Don't get
stepping
sued.
out of your box and communicating.
Okay, go on.
It's like you're climbing the ladder of success, and then all of a sudden you get bored, and then you're gonna walk back down the ladder. Uh-uh. As some of my friends would say, hour.
Oh Lord.
Let's
Mm.
go. You don't like what oh God, there goes the tongue twister again. You
You,
don't like
cause you're
what
ready.
success
You lit.
you don't like what success tastes like? Oh, you don't like what success feels like?
Yes, of
But
course.
there you go. Why
We
are
all
you
want
gonna
to feel
stop?
great.
There you go. There you go. You see? I got you to the same thing as me. The relationship constantly feels like it's ending. One of the signs of telling someone is fake is a one of the signs of telling someone is fake is if the relationship always feels like you're standing on the edge of a what's that? What you stand on the edge of? Not your egg. We didn't get to the eggshell part yet.
Okay, okay. I was try. I moved the
And sixes.
number
Go
6.
on.
Yeah,
Six,
sorry. I
six.
moved everything around and now I pull it back because I was making sure of our time.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah. Okay. So the relationship consistently feels like it's ending. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
one sign is telling someone is fake if the relationship always feels like you're ending or on the egg of precipitation, baby.
Mm-hmm.
For example, you can predict it. For example, everything has a reactor, right? So for,
Mm-hmm.
let's say, the person calls you and say, we need to talk. That right there. You're like, wait, what happened?
you know, many a times you're
Guys
on
don't like to hear
social.
that. Guys are like,
She needs to talk.
we talked about
Five
that
minutes,
in a previous episode. They
exactly
don't
five
like that.
minutes away from home, and you get the
Mm.
text. We need to talk. You're gonna return.
It could
You're
just be
gonna
that she
make
want
a
to talk to you
about
about
turn.
a birthday, what do you call it? Birthday surprise or something.
What's that?
If she says she wants to talk or he says he wants to talk, it doesn't mean that they want to break up with you.
They want to talk. What do they left open? What do
I know
they
your
do?
mind starts, but listen, but you see, this is how you know, right? If you lack conversational intimacy already, then when the person says, "Well, you want to talk," then that is all those questions coming in your head as to what it can be and what you're trying to avoid, right?
Mm-hmm.
But just think about it. Like if you know you didn't do anything wrong and the teacher is passing, you know what I'm
And
saying?
even if you did,
If you don't know, but think about it. If you're in a situation where you did a good job on your tests and you've passed, you study really hard and you've had that clear communication between you and a teacher and whatever, and you had questions and you answered and and you went through the difficult times of learning and the learning curve. When the grade comes up, you're not worried. You're like, you know what? I work my hardest, so I'm good. So when they
yeah,
go, can we
they
talk?
ain't
You
no
don't
paper that
go,
you study. These are two human beings. And men will tell you, don't try to understand a woman.
because the question is, what is going on in the relationship that will make you feel as though that talk is something more than a conversation? That's
Mm-hmm.
what it is.
So okay. So you see how your textbook went through the window? You see how your textbook went through the window?
Okay, go.
That was six, right?
Yeah, number 7,
All
girl.
couples argue, even the happiest ones, but shouldn't feel like a relationship is crashing to an and every time you disagree about something.
Mm, mm, mm.
Okay. You don't put each other first.
Good one.
Hmm.
That's a good one.
You quickly learn how to tell if someone is real or fake
Hmm.
by the way that they treat you.
But you know
Now,
that yeah, teach people how to treat you. Maya Angelou's quote.
hmm,
But you know how the whole priority thing, that is the most selfless thing you can do. Is when you a simple thing like asking a person if they ate today is you putting is not putting them in more paramount to yourself, is acknowledging their presence and saying you matter to me, and
yeah,
I'm worried, I'm concerned about your health, or if you're okay. So eating
hmm,
is nutrients and survival, so I want to make sure you're surviving. So that so asking a simple thing like that, did you have would you have for dinner today, or did you eat today, you know it's the simplest thing, and it means a lot.
yeah.
Okay,
Love is more than physical.
there it is.
Love is more than physical.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Someone that is madly in love with you will do anything to make their partner happy. Again, someone that is madly in love with you will
Mm-hmm.
do anything to make you happy.
Mm-hmm.
On the other hand, tending to love someone is exhausting.
Mm.
And someone who is fake in love isn't going to make their spouse a priority.
There you go.
So
Very, very true.
they're not going to make
And they feel it.
he or she a
They feel it.
priority.
They'll know.
Exactly.
They'll know. Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
If you think they don't know, they know.
Hmm. Hmm. They will know.
Mm-hmm.
No, you can't rely on them.
Dependability. Most
Hmm.
women
You can't
want.
rely on them.
Most women. I'm going to say that, and I'm
And
gonna.
I'm not talking about to pick up the phone and call you
No,
or
no,
stuff
no.
like
It's
that.
the
Not
security
talking
of.
about that.
It's the
It's more
security.
than that.
It's security.
Yeah.
Yeah. Security of relationship, security of
Hmm.
self, security of emotional
Hmm.
attachment, a security of investment, security. It's
Yeah.
security. It's like, I want to know that the same amount of care I care for you, that you're
Hmm.
returning, not that you have to or need to, you should want to. That's the difference, right? There's no textbook, and there's no you have to do A, B, C, D, E, F, G. But if you have a conversation, here we go, conversation again, conversation, and listen and feedback, ask questions, be open and honest and transparent, and want to hear that conversation,
Hmm.
want to hear the actual feedback, not how you design it, but however they want to express themselves, as long as it's not anything that physically harms you, then you can get the real juice of how you can fix the relationship.
That's true.
Hmm.
That's true.
Okay, we're gonna take a break,
Okay.
girl. Okay,
There
you
was
want to finish up?
no, I was just about to say because I'm looking at just about to say. So we will wrap up here for a bit, and we will come back with
You
some
want to wrap that up
more
though? You want to wrap that up? What summarize it?
to complete this with this session.
Hmm.
Or are we gonna come back in with some of these?
Well, we'll just wrap up this session about basically what all of that means in a little nutshell.
Okay, now when you go through all of this, so we will drop inside the comments where you can go and have a read because some people might need or see a need for them to go through this. So
Hmm.
basically, what it's saying to separate fake love from true love is to communicate with each other what your needs are, what your wants are, where you're looking from this relationship, where you want it to go. And if you are not on the same page, as Hillary say, it's a situationship, it's a sexationship. Don't try to add any more to it. That's just what it is. And don't get your feelings wrapped up in it, because you're gonna get upset, you're gonna get angry, you're gonna start to put yourself down, you're gonna think to yourself, you're wasting time, and
Mm-hmm. And time is
you're not
precious,
gonna
isn't
feel
it?
good about
Time is
yourself.
precious.
That was about
There's
this. The
two
time
things
is
too that I
precious.
want to add there, Teresa, and that is, um, you have to be honest with yourself as to what you feel and how you feel about a relationship. You really have to be honest with yourself and the person, and you can't be honest with the person if you're not honest with yourself and how you really, really, truly feel about the relationship or in the position of the relationship. And how they react to you will determine how you determine your next move, right? And the next thing too is we often go into something with expectations.
Mhm.
Do not take your expectations and your idea of what a relationship should look like and throw it on your partner. It's not fair to them. Have the conversation and tell them what your image looks like. And you want to hear what their image looks like, so you can build and create something that where both of you have some kind of satisfaction. You're not always going to be on the same page now, but you can have that conversation where you can be real and say, you know what, that doesn't really work for me. And be okay when they say that and not reactable.
Mhm.
Don't be reactive and, use it in an argument or throw it in their face at some point or use it as a revenge situation. Revenge sex is what I, you know. But, anyways, so good wrap
Yep.
up. We're going to come back. We're going to come back and we're going to talk more on both the intimate side and in the sack and how you get to that. We're right back with some hot tea with pleasure.
See you soon.
Yeah, that was good.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, in it life, have no shame, there's no time.
Hey, here we are. We are not live.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game.
I love that song.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game.
I love that song. I was having some technical issues, girl, with the music. It just jumped
Okay.
to the recordings instead of the music, so I was like trying to pull it back and pull it back. So obviously there was a little bit
Yeah,
dead.
there's a
There was
pause.
a little bit of dead silence, and then there was also some talking from a previous pod show. Well, we keep it raw and real here at Hot Teas with Pleasure. I am so
Right
sorry
back.
about that. I have two hands, okay? I can only do so much with my two hands. So, yeah, that happened.
Yes. Welcome back. So now we are going to be talking about faking it. You just
Hmm.
wrapped up in terms of relationship, and in terms of you can spot a fake relationship. So here he's gone again.
Yeah, I'm making a mess of this. You know what? I'm not. I'm just
Take
gonna
your
leave it.
time. Tell him.
Things happen here on Hot Tea. We're trying to figure it out, but whatever. Anyways, that's that. I was trying to do something to be all fancy, but that didn't work out.
Okay.
So, we looked at a few websites and stuff, and we always do the reading, and, they had their ideas of intimacy in the bedroom, and, is the person faking it? They use the word she all the time. So we were like, that's a little bit sexist. Why it gotta be she? Just saying. And I know that it's very difficult for a man to fake it because, well, I shouldn't say that. Body reacts, he can, explosion happens, and we're thinking, oh, yeah, he had a great time. Not necessarily so. And we're just going to talk about what we believe is a telltale sign of saying a person is faking it. And that, we're going to go through a little bit of what they said too and put our spin on it a little bit. And again, don't blame us for the word she all the time because that's what they were using in this
Mm-hmm.
particular.
That's the
We're
printed
not even going to
copy.
put them on. We're not going to put this in the description. We're just going to talk about it. Thank you, Complex. That's the website. Okay. She seems like she's putting on a show. So like the porn, like you think you're in a
Mm-hmm.
porn movie. Yeah, she faking it.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in a porn movie, there's something going
No,
on, and then
no
you,
originality.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So and for the guys as well, if the one I had a friend told me that if a guy always offer to go down below only all the time, time, yeah, something wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And it could be multiple things. And I know Teresa's gonna be like, oh, Hillary, textbook, blah blah blah. I'm gonna say to remember, we're not talking about people that have sexual issues where they have a medical issue. We're not talking about
No,
that.
no,
No,
we're
because you
not.
cannot blame a person for having a medical issue that uh, is taking them away from the intimate side. That's not what we're talking about. So please don't write us about, oh, he could have. We already know that. And we've done a show
Mm-hmm.
on that before, and we respect that. And we know that that can lead to depression and other things that are very, very, very stress related. So we're talking about people that are healthy and they're not performing. So they said that you put it on a show, and his or her expression seems over dramatized, making extremely loud sounds. The one that I like, I'm actually just jumping ahead, because we were reading it earlier. The one that I like is where she or he is going in the same rhythm all the time. Ha ha. It's like the same rhythm. It's like, I'm on
A
to
stick
you.
record. A stick
Huh?
record. A
Yeah.
stick record.
Mm-hmm. And then, they're saying sometimes the partner could be very silent after the intimacy has happened.
Mm-hmm.
Not have don't want to talk. Now, I know a lot of guys are going to be like, "Well, we're tired. We want to go to sleep," and their body, yeah, whatever. If you want to
Yeah,
stay awake,
you just use up a lot of energy there, but
you might lose a lot of
still,
energy and fall asleep. But a lot of guys know how to talk while they're falling asleep now. Don't try it. Nice try though.
then when you yourself is quiet, and then
Mm-hmm.
you look at them, they're like peeping at you. Mm-mm, gotta go, got to
If
go.
another telltale sign is that as soon as you're finished, the person gets up and leave, or in the middle of the act they get up and leave.
Oh no, those are some hurtful ones that we pulling up here now.
I'm just saying,
Mm-hmm.
you know. Another one.
Or
This is a big
smiling.
one. This is a big one. Before you even do the move, they already in the position to do the move and reacting to the move as though
And you're not even there.
you're probably in your mind going, what happened? What's going on? What happened? What did I do? Oh, that was great. Whatever I just did, tell me what it is. They can't tell you because you didn't do anything.
Mm.
They don't look you in the eyes. That's not necessarily so.
I'm listening.
Well, it's everyone has a way of how they, uh, how
Express
they
themselves.
or yeah, how they make love or how they're intimate, what turns them on or whatever. So because they're not looking you in the eyes, I don't really agree with that one. It could be that
Mm-hmm.
they are more turned on by lips, so they're actually looking at your lips.
Or
Or
as you were
some
saying
people like to
before,
see
it could be a
themselves
case
having
that they're
sex, so they might be
shy.
looking at themselves having sex. So, it could be anything, huh?
Might be a case that they're shy.
Yeah, it could be their shot. It's their first time. What?
Could
If
be.
listen,
Could
if
be.
you are having an intimate um you're having sexual intercourse for the first time with a person that you're either in a relationship or going into a relationship with, or doesn't matter, especially if you really you really like this
Yeah,
person.
it's like it's someone you're
You
attracted to.
want them to like
You
have
got a
that
crush
first
on.
moment with you to be really good. Like you want it to be like memorable, and you
Mm-hmm.
want them to really know what makes you move, and you having a whole conversation in your head. And
And you don't want to see them
some
wanting to
people
see you.
don't want to be in that moment because they're like, "Oh my god," you
Turn
know.
the light off.
Well, sometimes the light's not enough.
If you don't want to see you, turn the light off. That's
Yeah,
all
you could
it.
do. Well, some people like to do it with the light
Your love
on.
language then can be touch.
What?
You turn the light off. Your love language can be touch. You can turn the light off.
I can't believe she just
If you're
she
being
just said that. That's why I said
if
what.
you're being, if you're being
So you can't
shy.
touch when the light is on? Oh Lord.
No, but I'm saying
Mm,
if you're saying that you might be shy.
yeah.
The person is shy, not want you or not to be shy. The person might not want to look you in the eye.
It could be that they haven't had intimacy relationship in a long time too,
But
and it's
there
their
you
first time in
go.
a long time. You
There
know.
you go.
Yeah.
If you
So
can't walk in heels, walk in flats. If you can't walk in heels, walk in flats. Why are you gonna make yourself shame? Turn the light
oh
off.
my Lord.
Leave it to the moonlight.
Can't control the people. Can't
Create a
control it.
romantic event. Create a romantic event. You're already on edge because of your shyness.
Mm. Okay. Now, this one I don't believe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe.
Go on.
No, no, no. Because and especially us with our lubricant, which we are still working on, and we want to get it out to you guys as soon as we can. So we can't say this if we're having a lubricant now,
Uh,
right? You see where I'm
what
going with
did
this,
you
right?
say?
It
Mm-hmm.
you don't need, if a person needs to stimulate themselves or needs something else to stimulate them, like a toy or a lubricant or what, it doesn't mean that they're not into you. It means that is something that they desire, they like, because sex is not about only you. Sex is about both of you sharing a moment. If that's what you have as a relationship, it's we talk about relationship people, not about people are just going to do one night stands. So
Not
no,
situationships
not situationships,
or sexationships. That's
sexationships.
as
That's my new.
a new word.
I am going to trademark that sexationship. Yeah. So, if she needs to have something to make her cope, that is, or him cope, is different than them wanting
Of
to bring a
course.
toy or a lubricant or something, or do a certain, like, dress up, or pretend to be someone else, share their fantasy and desire. That's okay. But if they have to do something to cope to get through the, like drink to get through that,
Hmm.
you might want to.
That's not good.
No, that's not good on any
That's
level.
not good.
Mm-mm. Because think about it.
It's,
If
it's
your
like they
partner
go out,
doesn't
they
even
walk into the
drink, but
room.
then every time you want to get intimate with them, all of a sudden they want to whine.
Mm.
I
No,
would
you
have a
know what they say?
conversation.
When you're under the influence, you can't blame me for what I just
Well,
did.
that's what I'm saying. Like, I need to be numb to be with you. Ooh, Lord, child.
That's a problem.
It's a
You need
problem.
to step back and take a deeper look at that
Yeah.
one.
Mm-hmm.
Or like me, you know what? Let's close it up.
You do what?
Let's close it up. Finish it off.
Oh, Lord.
Next one.
Oh, dear.
Here's surprise. You gonna go to that one? Does that make sense?
Yeah. Um, like she's extremely wildly eager
Yeah.
and so
Hmm.
extremely happy when you're having sex
Hmm.
with her or him. You know, um like you're how do I say it? Like her or his experience with you is like a blessing. Let's put it that way. They behave like that after. Like, oh
Eager
my
breather.
God, I can't believe that you're so amazing.
Oh gosh, you're over the top. He or she is over the top with
Over the
comments.
top. So in that moment, where you had a really good time or good connection with your partner intimately, you should be able to express that in a real talk situation, not fake talk. I'm gonna leave that right there. You two banners. I'm gonna leave that right there. Okay. She's telling you to do everything differently. Now, that's not necessarily true. Now, I'm going to make a joke first because every time I see something like this, I go back to there was a movie back in the 80s called I'm Going to Get You Sucker. You remember that? Do you remember that? I'm Going to Get You
No,
Sucker? So
Hillary always tell me these movies. I'm
hey,
clueless.
I'm an 80s baby. Leave me alone. Well, 70s baby, 80, 80s. I claim
Hmm.
the 80s. So, I'm going to get you sucker. you know, he went into a situation with this girl and he was excited that she was so real and deep and emotionally sound and whatever. And then he asked her one question about fakeness. Girl, she
About
ripped
what?
up about being fake. He he
Uh-huh.
he goes, "Wait, is that fake?" All of a sudden, that girl took off her nails. She took off her wig. She took off her boobs. She took off her leg. She took
Everything.
everything. So strip it all the way down. Anyways, so you know, if you are doing one thing and the person is reacting a different way,
Uh-huh.
obviously something is not right here. So, for example, if what did they say here? You and your girl have been doing the bump and grind for some time.
Hmm.
You feel like you know your way around her body very well, and then you go and do what you normally do, and she's like, "Well, you want to try something different?" It's okay. It real. That's why I'm not agreeing with this. I think
Hmm.
that's okay because I had a question put to me earlier today, and the person wanted to know. The person actually said it was a guy. He said, "We want to know if we're not doing a good job. Why not tell us? Why fake it?" That's the question. Why fake
Hmm.
it? So, I mean, we deep dive really deep into feminism and generalization of globalization and capitalism. We got all deep down into that, but I'm not going to do that right now. But the whole thing, what I said to him to sum everything up, what I said to him was, that's not the time to have that conversation. that conversation should have happened outside of the bedroom, and you should have been on a page of communication and understanding and knowing what makes your partner tick and move by having a conversation, you know, seeing when they don't respond, when they do respond, and asking about the relationship. And then, or previous episodes, we're talking about ways to keep your relationship not
Mm-hmm.
boring, right? So those things, so that you don't need even to get him or her to the bedroom. Your mate will pass you in the kitchen or see your picture or even hear your telephone or your voice on the phone, and it would
Mm-hmm.
have the same darn explosion. Okay? So that when you get to the bedroom and something is wrong, you don't ask, was that good for you? And then don't want to hear the truth. You would welcome the conversation because you have created that safe space to have those type of conversations. You see what I'm saying, Teresa?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
So
with you.
yeah, so create those safe space so that when you get into the bedroom and something is wrong, you can either tell by the your partner not responding, because you will
I
really
say
know they're not responding, huh?
I say to people, I don't like surprises. Don't surprise me with these things. Mm-mm.
You know, people that say they don't like surprises like surprises. I'm gonna say this, okay? You, and this is the part.
We are talking what we are talking about here is I don't like surprises.
No, but that's why I'm saying have that conversation outside of the bedroom, so
Exactly.
that, and even if he wants to surprise you with what you would like, is okay, because you want to keep things exciting and new and fresh as well. You can't ask for exciting
Hmm.
and new and fresh and want the relationship to
No,
be.
not in terms of that. Not that's not what I'm talking about. But
If he
it's
wants to,
I
if
agree with you with what you say.
mhm,
At that moment in time where you're in the bedroom and intimacy is in your thoughts,
mhm,
and that's where everything is going.
mhm.
You don't jump with these questions or jump with this
Oh,
new
oh, you're talking
position
about for
or like
conversation,
that.
yeah. You're not trying to have a
Yeah.
conversation where you're trying to get intimate. So,
Mm-mm. But
was that good for you?
what there's a term there's a term for that. There's a term for that here. I don't think I can say it on this podcast because you might get you might get popped
Yeah, yeah,
off, but I
let's
can't
not
say
say
it.
that. We already
I
try to
can't say
struggle to
it.
get people get the the name going. Let's not cause problems now.
But there's a Bayesian term for that.
Is it a Bayesian term that only Bayesians will understand if you say it?
I think so.
Okay, say it.
I think so.
Say it.
No, but no, I won't say it here, Haley.
Okay, fine. They not gonna know.
First, I'll be swearing, so we don't
Oh,
want to
okay,
be
okay,
censored.
okay. Okay, she or he looks uncomfortable, or they look uncomfortable. Uh,
Scroll up for me.
when you said, "Are you faking it?" That is so true. You know, if a person, if you're having intimacy, and the person goes, "Are you enjoying yourself?" There's a reason
So
why they're
that's
asking that
another
question.
question you don't ask me then.
They're asking that question
If
because
you're getting the vibe
body
from
language
the
can't
other
lie.
person,
Body language cannot lie.
exactly. If
You
you're
can
getting a
try as
vibe from the
hard
other
as you
person
want.
that something's wrong,
Hmm. You can try as hard as you really, really want to make body language lie. It will not lie. I'm telling you. But again, for me, what I believe, and I'm going to wrap it up here, because I don't agree with a lot of things on this site, but what you know, finding out the desires, having conversations, and knowing what makes your partner, for the lack of a word, tick. You know
mm-hmm.
what what their love language is, what their emotional state is, like all of those things outside of the bedroom, so that when you get into that intimate part, which is supposed to be another part of the relationship that builds you and creates that bond, if that conversation is not had, and you look down, you say, or you look up and say, how was that? And they say, because you said, I want transparency in the relationship, that wasn't good. Do not
Mm-hmm.
scold your partner for that because you asked. One. Two, you never had a conversation to tell them what you want, or what they wanted, or what satisfies or makes them, or what their desires are. And
Mm.
then three, you can't have the cake and eat it too. Okay? If you want
Can't have
transparency
both.
in your relationship, you want an open relationship, not open as in communication, and you want to have a bond that's stronger than just the bedroom, then have the conversation outside of the bedroom. So when you get inside the bedroom, there's no questions. There are only answers, and they're in the flow of the rhythm of the body, baby. And that's my take.
Don't
What do
assume. Ask the questions and
you might assume,
communicate.
all right? But again, this is not male or female, is anyone. Okay? Anyone. So that is our time, Teresa. I'm looking at time. We did good. Look at us.
Yeah.
I made a little bit mistake with the technicality of the music, but okay. You learn from your mistakes and then they come lessons.
Yes, yes. When we
Hmm.
get more people to subscribe to our channel,
Yeah,
we'll
our
be able to
technical
go
guy,
much longer.
our technical guy is going to hook us up with a new platform, um, this weekend, and we're going to see if it works out good for us. Uh, if we can get to name the link, I think that will be really beneficial because
Hmm.
a lot of people learn by sight, right, by vision, and that long name doesn't do well. That's why we normally do a lot of promo ourselves and throw it out there, and send it on WhatsApps, and we put it on Instagram and Twitter, and we
Hmm.
try to do a lot of word of mouth branding because word of mouth branding is the best branding, right? So it can
There
also
you go.
kill you. It can kill your business too. But anyways, that's all for us here at Hot Tea with Pleasures. We thank you for listening. Teresa, do you have anything going on? I know you have that Wednesday wellness or something like that. Wednesday.
Wednesday wellness started from the 5th. So
Ooh,
all my VIP clients, they will get that information
am I
first.
a VIP client?
So, of course you are.
Ah, okay. You need to buy me
Come
a
to
ticket to Barbados
Barbados,
then.
you're definitely VIP. I don't know how I'm gonna pamper you on Zoom. But you know what?
I think
I'm
you should
starting to
purchase me a
do
ticket and bring me down to
some.
Barbados.
There you go. When you come in, October,
Next year,
next month,
girl. Next year.
November,
God blessing
December.
next year.
We likely to be hooking up in December though.
I know.
I'm looking forward to that. We likely to be hooking up, or
Yeah,
maybe
yeah. Well, my
November.
birthday, I'm turning 50. If anyone doesn't know, I'm turning the big 50, and I want
Get
to be
out
able
of
to be
here,
healthy
50.
and happy and satisfied with who I am as an individual, and I'm excited.
50, Hilly.
The big 50,
You look
baby.
damn good for 50.
Thank
Well,
you.
for,
Jeans.
for 49.
I got it from my mama.
You look damn good for 49 in 3 months.
Well, thank you very much. I'll be 50 in 3 months. Thank you very much. Big 50.
Hmm. I'm 3 months behind you. Don't worry.
I know. We'll be 50 together. Not that
Mm.
50, the other 50. Okay. Well,
Okay,
yeah. Well,
from
that's up
me
for us.
here
We'll see you
in
next Saturday.
Barbados.
What we
Go on.
before we go. I know that um there are a lot of things going on around the world right now, and it's not that we are not um informed about it, but this platform, we deal with sexuality, intimacy, male female relationship,
Mhm.
them their relationships, and we we try to keep on that subject and deal with self healing and understanding worth and life and that part of um of societal categorizing, you should put it. But it's not that we don't realize what's going on around the world, but sometimes you need to take a minute away and just kind of
Yeah.
reset, for mental health and balance in life. And this is where hot tea with pleasure comes in and makes you smile at least once. I know something, you know, something
At
on
least for
here.
the hour.
Yeah, and you get to hear us talk to each other and get to make Teresa uncomfortable. And then have Teresa get a little bit upset and try to keep it politically correct. so, so we have a really good
So she
time.
says.
Yeah, we have a really good time, and we hope you have a good time with us. And we hope to see you again next Saturday at 8 Eastern Time on YouTube. You can check it out on
Mm-hmm.
Instagram as well. And what's the handler for Instagram?
H.O.T with pleasures.
Underscore underscores.
Mm-hmm.
So hot
Yeah,
underscore
underscore between each.
T underscore, yeah. And
And then Twitter
yeah.
is at H pleasures.
Yeah, exactly. And so we'll put in our description as well. You can always click and go over to our page and check us out. Ask us any questions that you want to hear us discuss here on Hot Tea, and we
Yeah.
will do our best to do some research. And if we don't have any research, girl, we're gonna go into our little toolbox called self. We'll talk about it, give you
There you
our
go.
opinion, and if you don't like it, you will have a good laugh. All right, Teresa, nice to see you again, beautiful.
Uh, Same to you, Hillary.
All right. We'll see you. Bye.
Okay, bye, viewers.
I'm going to get this right one day.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life, I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, hand me the bat, put me in the ring, and go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean, and I bring it to the mad light, ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel, I took a red pill, I know life's short, so I wanna live real, but